everything I can make up. Huh? Well, I'm just questions. How about that? I'm excited to go to Camp T. You know, I told him the rite of passage to be a Sun Devil. You know, there's never been a team go to a Rose Bowl. There's never been a team win a championship that didn't go to Camp T. And obviously it's something that's, it's one of the most unique things I've ever personally been a part of. So our guys are excited. We've got a big day tomorrow before we leave, though. We've got a kind of a half scrimmage type deal. That'll be a big evaluation. Then we'll head up to Camp T. We've got a big team building deal when we get there. Pretty excited to throw the cell phone in the console and have some peace for about 4 or 5 days. But I think our guys are excited, and it's coming at the right time. They've worked hard, getting after it pretty well, and just looking forward to going up, climbing Mount Cush. I hope I don't have to jump off that cliff again. And doing a lot of team building and bringing our team together.
Hey, at Media Day, Demarius Randall was talking about how he and Taylor kind of have a good-natured practice rivalry going out here. Have you noticed that at all? Those two going at it?
Yeah, they were, especially early on. Obviously, Demarius was getting the best of him, and he shut him out in the last 3 or 4 days. So Demarius, I think, had multiple picks in almost every practice for the first 4 or 5, and against Taylor. So he's obviously answered back. So I'd say they're getting close to even now.
Did you, when you were in college, did you develop anything like that with your quarterback just to kind of break the
I was pretty competitive. Patterson probably can tell you that. I wasn't always positive when it came to when they turned the ball over. I didn't like it. I'd always tell them on the way in. But we don't let our guys do that. So no, I was like that. We were very competitive, in practice. I think anybody that's competitive is competitive with everything they do, and so I like that. In the core of what our philosophy is competition. That's why I love doing this. It's about competing. So I like when they do that. I like that they have that. I think it's healthy. Heck, we had a knockdown drag out inside today. I kind of like that. That was not that I like fighting because they didn't really fight, but they kind of acted like they were going to, and then they kind of broke it up. But I like that Jamil Douglas took charge of it. He took charge of it, but I like the guys are spirited in how they're competing and getting after it. Carlos Mendoza had the best practice he's had since he's been here. Absolutely phenomenal practice. I told him 1 out of 13. That's not what we're looking for. So, but no, I think his light went on. Mom and Dad were here. I guess I asked if Mom and Dad could come to the rest of the practices because he was phenomenal today. So I really like how the guys are working and coming together and trying to keep all the selfish stuff out. I think this is probably one of the most selfless teams that we've had here. Still, that's always the challenge. As you come out of Camp T, we got to come out as one team, one unit. Obviously, you're exchanging scouts and going at it. So,
is Carlos kind of the leader at will right now? Or is that
I wouldn't think so. I think it's pretty neck and neck with him and DJ. DJ is really doing well too. DJ had a tremendous day with his pressures and his deal is just learning what he's doing. He is just, he's really a good football player.
Is it really, in your history, been common for you to use 4 and 5 running backs a lot on teams, or has that been more rare?
Yeah, we've got a definite philosophy. On our punt return team, we've had a lot of success using running backs. And that's really all DJ will do. DJ Foster's going to block kicks. So when people walk up there, they got DJ, Jalen, Deontre Lewis, every one of the fastest guys we've got in the house. Also, too, on that is that, all they're asking them to do is to go block a kick. I'm not asking them to do a whole lot of other stuff. That also helps with the defensive guys as far as how many reps they're taking. Kickoff return, we're looking for, obviously we're going to put the best returner back deep. Jalen's adamant he wants to do that. We'll see kind of how that progresses, but we're going to put the best returner we got back deep. And but we'd like to have that to be not a lot of starters off defense on kickoff return. we ought to be able to find enough guys to really take pride in that to do that. Punt team, you're going to have to use your starters on. Everybody in our league uses starters on punt team because it's so vital. And then kickoff cover team has got to be a lot of those guys that are, just great special teams guys, depth guys, and hopefully you don't have to use a lot of people. We're going to have to use Demarius on there because if it breaks, we want to make sure we got our fastest guy to run them down. So we do have a different strategy because of the volume of players. We have a more volume of players for special teams this year. Obviously, kickoff, if we score the way we are accustomed, you're going to kick off around 100 times a year. Well, that's a lot of kickoffs. Hopefully, you're not doing too many kickoff returns. We like to do one a game. But traditionally, we haven't done a whole lot of those. PBR is something that we're going to be creative with and how we do it. And we're trying to get guys. Got a lot of guys out here that can't start on offense or defense. Franklin, Matthews, guys like that are physically tough guys. We're going to try to instill some pride in those guys and giving them an opportunity to play. Now they got to be one of the best 11 to get on there, but we can't have our starters on all the time on all the special teams. That doesn't mean we're not emphasizing special teams. We are. You just can't. Like Demore Nelson can't start both ways and play on every special team. So we're trying to work out and finding the things that we can do and how to do it and how to personnel it. That involves a lot more guys playing and getting playing time in special teams.
Thanks, guys.